Mr. Helsing, I really do appreciate your visits, and let me remind you that I have always kept an open mind and evaluated deeply on your concerns, but for the third time, we here at Sanguine Springs Medical Center absolutely appreciate your donation. But there are limits and restrictions to these things. Sir, please comply. I understand and appreciate your valiant effort, but I simply cannot accept this donation. What do you mean, why? Sir, it's in a bucket. Where did you get this? Whose blood is this? It's not a matter of taste, Mr. Helsing. It simply isn't sanitary, and I far doubt its compatibility with our kind. Not to mention this viscosity. Is this animal blood? Ugh. All right, all right. You head on home now, Mr. Helsing. I'm sure your family is worried about you. Yes, yes, yes. I'll be sure to put your donation to some use. Thank you again for visiting, Mr. Helsing, but this will be the last time you make this sort of donation. I'll be sure to inform your family. Yes, yes, yes. I'll come by sometime this week to pick you up for bingo. Scurry on now. Also, we do humbly await your next visit, but next time with a proper donation. Whew. Please be a dear and put those buckets by my office. I'll be sure to put them to some use. Thank you. He sure loves to hunt. Poor animals. Sweetie, are you free? All right. Would you mind bringing the next donor in? Thank you, darling. Ah, an unfamiliar face. Is this perhaps your first time? Oh, it's nothing. I'm quite fond of our regular donors, so it's honestly quite a breath of fresh air to see a new face around here, especially since our blood bank is located in such a secluded area. Not many have heard of this place, and as a result, not many donors come by. Be it my own initiative, I really did try advertising this place, but to no avail. An attempt was made, but technology has never really been my strong suit. Oh, you heard that? I apologize for the commotion earlier. Mr. Helsing can be a bit chaotic, although he really is trying to make amends. His heart's in the right place, hopefully, but his priorities can be off at times. Have you perhaps heard of him? We actually go way back. Feels like only yesterday he was trying to kill me. Oh, please, it's completely fine. No hard feelings remain. We both had to do what we had to do. Despite how senile he's become, he was once an amazing vampire hunter. Now we play bingo on the weekends, and I would often come by to have dinner. The blood they offered me was to die for. You should have seen the look on my face because I can't. Oh, I'm sorry for the vampire jokes. I can get a tad bit excited when talking to new people. It really helps with calming people down, especially for their first donation. Some donors think we'll drink straight out of them. Don't be offended, but you humans can be a pain in the neck sometimes. That's the last joke, I promise. Now, I wouldn't want to keep you here all night, so why don't we get started? One moment while I verify everything. Contact info, blood tests, medical history. Hmm. It seems that everything's in order and all documentation has been sorted out. I'm required to ask if you've taken any medication lately. Aspirin, Tylenol. I see. That's great. We can proceed smoothly with the donation then. It should take 8 to 10 minutes to siphon a pint of blood, and in the meantime, we can get to know each other a little more. You ready, hun? Okay. You'll feel a small pinch, but nothing more, sweetie. All right, wonderful. Just sit back and relax for me. So, how'd you learn about this place? I hope you're fine with small talk. Just passing by? Hm, you're awfully kind to make a last minute decision to donate blood. I won't pry. You must have your reasons. Who knows? Maybe finding this place is fate, and our paths were meant to cross. Oh, it's nothing. I just enjoy talking to humans. I'm not sure if you're aware, but it was pretty violent back then. This piece, it almost feels like a dream. Probably the best outcome both sides could think of. Each side was scared of change, but it was a necessary step forward. Now look at us. Humans, vampires, mingling like the past had never happened. I have also heard that marriage between species is becoming more common. It's euphoric. Now, my apologies. I believe I've spoken too much. Is there anything you'd like to ask me? Well, I'm sure you'll go about your day normally, and there are usually no major side effects to drawing this much blood. I do recommend drinking some orange juice as it helps with absorbing iron. Then, of course, eat iron rich foods to help with the recovery. Why do you ask? Now, if you're feeling a bit famished, I assure you that we have prepared refreshments for you in the lobby. Hmm. Considering your first donations today, we'd expect for you to come back after 8 weeks. So it would be some time until then. Why? You want to see me again? Are you feeling sick? Here, let me check your temperature. Everything seems to be normal. Wait, what? Pardon? Oh, are you perhaps interested in me? No, no, I'm flattered. It's just. I'd like to remind you that I'm quite old. Wouldn't you prefer to court someone your age? Or perhaps a younger, spunkier vamp? No, it's not that. It's just. It's been some time since I just have never actually thought about it, to be honest. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to try. All right, let's give it a shot. You're a fine young adult that can make proper decisions. I'm sure you understand what you're getting into. And speaking of recovery, I know the perfect date. Why don't you stop by my place for a bite? I'll be sure to prepare a scrumptious meal that'll reinvigorate you in no time. Sound nice? Splendid. And it seems that I've collected what I needed for this donation. Thank you once again for donating. Here, let me give you something. This is our card. It has our phone number and email address if you have any questions. I also made sure to add my number at the bottom if you're looking for more of a one-on-one diagnosis. Oh, please. The pleasure was all mine. Your company was quite enjoyable. Oh, sweetie. Before you leave, since you were such an amazing donor, just tell one of the nurses you were fantastic. They'll know what I mean. They'll be sure to give you an extra cookie. Now, take care, hon. I'll be sure to contact you about our later date sometime next week.